You know that sick feeling when you sell your contracts for $100 in profits, feeling like you finally understand this whole trading thing, only to watch it be worth $300 a few minutes later. Yeah, that one. The one where you literally want to throw your computer out the window because you knew you sold too early, but you did it anyway. Your mind was racing, you finally saw some green. Your brain went into full panic mode, screaming, sell now before it disappears. So you sold. And now you're sitting there watching everyone else make money on your setup. The setup you found, the trade you entered perfectly, but you bailed because you were scared. I've been there. I probably left 6 figures on the table doing exactly this. My therapist has heard these stories so many times, she's probably a day trader now. I tried explaining to her, it was all because I didn't trust one simple line, the 8 EMA. This November is Holdvember, and I'm going to show you exactly why you keep sabotaging yourself and how to stop doing it. Let's get into it. This is how to stop selling early. Does this look familiar? It's below the previous day low, it's below the pre-market low, and it's below the 8 EMA. You know the LE model, you've been watching my YouTube videos, you've been attending the live streams, you've been doing all of it, you have been studying. So what do? You take some puts against the 8 EMA and the pre-market low retest because that is a perfect LE model setup. It's also a bearish outside day, therefore the trend is down. You see that, you enter, and what do? You sell right here at the low of day. And what happens? It goes lower. You entered and you sold right here feeling like a genius, and then you see the contracts go well over 300% without you. How many times have you done this? How many times have you done the same exact trade? It almost seems like you're losing your mind because you keep doing it over and over again. So let's discuss. Why do you cut winners early? It's very simple. You're scared of giving back profits. You see some money and you want to protect that money. That's natural human instincts. You see green, take green. That's how you've been taught. See green, take green. Doesn't matter if it's 2% or 5%. See green, take green. No one cares about risk reward anymore. It's all about having picture perfect green days day after day. I'm clearly joking. It's all about risk reward. You're hyper focused on every candle. You know that I trade a 10-minute, 30-minute setup, but you decide to trade on the 1-minute chart so you can manage your risk, so you can read every single candle. Newsflash, those candles mean nothing when you trade on a 10-minute chart. A 1-minute candle takes 10 1-minute candles to form one 10-minute candle. Craziness. I just said that backwards. You get the idea. You don't have an objective exit plan. You're just kind of going off vibes and what you feel inside of your tummy. Okay? And lastly, is you take profits off of emotions, not process. So here's a classic example here. It gets below the 8 EMA and you see one green candle, or in my case, one up candle, and you immediately panic sell. And what do? Sure enough, it comes down and goes much lower than you could ever imagine because it's not actually a reversal. Your brain is trying to keep you safe. Remember, we used to live in caves, okay? We don't live in caves anymore. We live in penthouses and mansions. Well, if you don't live in one of those, I don't, whatever. That's what we're trying to get here. You get the idea. So today, we're going to fix that. We're going to fix why you keep selling way too early. By the way, friendly reminder, I live stream twice a week for free. You literally come, hang out. I share my screen, show you exactly what I'm looking at. It's not hindsight. It's not a video. It's real time live, and you can ask me questions, and I break down trades in real time. Links down below. Feel free to click it. If you don't want to join, no pressure. It's literally free, so you should join. But okay. So here is the one-line solution, aka the 8 EMA, okay? 8 EMA, not the 9 EMA, not the 10 EMA, not the 11, not the 13.5, okay? It is the 8 EMA. Now, when price is above the 8 EMA, you're going to buy the dips. So let's look at this example here. There is not 1, not 2, but 3 entries. So here's entry 1, here's entry 2, here's entry 3. You can see every time it tapped the 8 EMA, it went up. You tend to sell your profits right here. However, if you actually held against 8 EMA, which is what the system tells you to do, you would have entered on this candle over here. So you made 20% and the trade went 200%. That is what we call no bueno. I don't speak Spanish, so if I said that wrong, whatever. In a bearish situation, okay, you're shorting the pops. I should mention that's called buying the dips on a long and shorting the pops on a short. So you're going to short the pops. It gets below the 8 EMA. You're going to enter here or here or here. Notice there's 3 entries here. There's not just one magical entry that you have to enter every single day. Big trending stocks, big breakdowns, big breakouts offer multiple entries. So what do? You enter here and immediately sell the lows because you think this is a reversal. However, it's not a reversal. It's actually a re-add on the trend. Okay, it's a re-add. You add even more and you get a beautiful flush out. This is the one-line solution. Very simply, if it's above the 8 EMA, you're going to hold it until it breaks the 8 EMA. If it is below the 8 EMA, you're going to short the pops until it breaks back above the 8 EMA. It's the same thing bullish or bearish. It's just in reverse because price is going up for bullish and down for bearish. Now, how does the ADMA protect your profits? So the way you protect your profits is think of the ADMA as like a sliding stop loss or a trailing stop loss on your profits for the day. As price goes up, the ADMA comes with it, okay? Yes, it's a lagging indicator, but it is such a short-term lagging indicator that it's almost as real time as you get. Remember, no indicators are real time. They're all slightly lagging, okay? And when I mean lagging, I don't mean that you're playing Call of Duty, okay, and you have 10 FPS and the guy you're playing against has 600 FPS. No, it's lagging by literally milliseconds that only algorithms can read, not the human eye, okay? Fun fact for you. It also tells you when the move is over. It tells you when to sell. It tells you when to get out. We can see the move is over here. It is not over here. It is not over here. It's not over here, okay? It's not until the 8 EMA breaks, the move is actually over. Same thing on the bearish side, okay? It's not over right here, okay? The move is still continuing. It's not over down here. The move is still continuing. It's not over here. The move is still continuing, okay? You get the idea. The move is over once it gets back above the ADMA or back below the EMA in a bullish situation. Notice, nothing here is about your feelings, okay? Notice, the ADMA doesn't care about your feelings. So stop selling off your feelings. You get the idea. You see the setup. You see little Timmy here. He bought one contract at $1, okay? $100 in the trade. He sold for $1.30. He made 30 bucks. He is excited. You're excited, right? Perfect entry right off the ADMA, and you exit because you think this is a reversal candle, and now you're jumping for joy. You called the wife, we're getting Wagyu tonight, okay? Or the husband, it's 2025. You can call whoever you want and tell them how excited you are that you made $30 on this trade. However, how's your excitement now? Because the trade actually went 155%, but you sold for 30%. You're sad now. You did not respect the system. You entered right here and exited down here. And here's the thing, as soon as you exit it, of course, a big red bearish candle comes in and we go to the low of day. So how is your excitement now? You're probably sitting at your office or wherever you're trading from, feeling pretty upset, feeling pretty sad. But here's the thing, there's an easy solution for this. It is the one-line solution, aka the 8 EMA. So when will you stop doing this to yourself? When? This is the real question that you have to answer for yourself if you want to become a profitable trader, is when will you stop doing this to yourself? You know what the system is. You know what the solution is. You just have to follow the system. So I thought it'd be fun if we dive into a little bit of psychology and why you're actually doing this. So what are you telling yourself when you're in a trade and you sell too early? You are scared of giving profits, okay? We covered this in the previous slide. You want to see green, take green, hyper focus on every candle, blah, 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 okay? So when you tell yourself there's a fear of giving back profits, you're telling yourself a lie. You're being smart, okay? Look at you, you're being so smart locking in those profits, right? That's what you tell yourself to make yourself feel better. See green, take green. Man, if I could just have one green day, I would be the most confident trader in the world. Lie, that doesn't happen, okay? You're looking at the 1 minute chart. I'm managing my risk, Ellie. Okay, yeah, managing risk. Where? Okay, you're not actually managing your risk. You're obsessed and scared. No objective exit plan, okay? This looks like a key level. I think it could bounce here, okay? There's no key level at 189.55 when you sold, okay? What are we doing? That's not a key level, okay? Stop. You took profits off your emotions. You were so convinced, you're so scared, your caveman brand told you it's gonna be a reversal. Newsflash, it's almost never a reversal. So here's what you're really thinking. Okay, so I'm going to call you out, and this is your internal trading dialogue. Now, remember, these are all my thoughts. You act like I've never done these before, okay? I've 100% done this more times than you have, okay? So that's why I think it's fun to share, to really show you what you're thinking. You're really thinking you're terrified of this profit disappearing. You're terrified. You're scared. You've lost so much money trading, or you're brand new, you don't know how to handle it. And that's okay. You're scared of losing. Maybe you had 10, 15, 20 red days in a row. You're so sick of it that you're willing to do anything to break that streak. You're obsessing over these candles. Obsessing. Okay, you see them in your sleep. You're absolutely obsessed about every single candle that prints. Why? Because you don't trust the system. Your system. I wrote my system, but it's myself speaking to myself, right? You don't trust the system. You don't have any confidence. You actually have no idea where to sell, and that's okay. There's ways to know where to sell, okay, when it gets back over the ADMA. That's it. That's simple. You have no idea where to sell. And lastly, what all this sums up to is you're scared and you're making emotional decisions, okay? Emotions and trading do not go well together, like tequila and my ex-wife in a crowded bar and no one knows we're there, okay? Don't do it. So here's your homework, and this will help you. I'm telling you this will help you, so please pay attention closely. You're gonna review the last 10 trades where you sold too early, okay? You're gonna review the last 10 trades, and I want you to count the number of times price fully reversed. I mean fully. I mean it either went from lows to highs or highs to low right after you sold, okay? Fully reverse, okay? Not a little pop and then back down. That's not a reversal. Full hook, okay? From lows to highs or highs to lows. And I want you to mark where the 8 EMA broke. I have a feeling that 8 of those 10 trades were in fact not reversals, okay? So now that you have the data behind it that supports it, you know when your brain is screaming at you to sell, you know based off your data that there's an 80% chance that price either goes higher or lower. Congratulations, you just found yourself a statistical edge where you can start making money in the market. And lastly, most importantly, is you are not broken, you just need some trust. Oftentimes, traders will contact me and we talk about things and they're very hard on themselves. You need to be kind to yourself and kind to your portfolio and trust the system and give it your best effort, and the rest will come with it. Remember, if you can reverse your mindset, maybe your trades will stop, air quotes, reversing on you. Have a wonderful evening.